Welcome back to the channel and Coin Lover. Today, we are counting down the top 3 most valuable Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coins worth big money in the United States of America. Some of these rare pennies have sold for thousands of dollars and are considered treasures among coin collectors. If you have old Lincoln Memorial cents at home, you may want to check them carefully because one of them could be worth far more than its face value. Stay tuned as we reveal these amazing coins, their unique features, and what makes them so valuable. Let's get started. First coin, 1966 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin from the United States of America, a coin that remains one of the most recognized pieces of American numismatic history. This small copper alloy cent carries the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, representing an important period in American coinage history. Collectors around the world search for examples in uncirculated condition, because they preserve the original mint luster, sharp details, and attractive appearance that many circulated coins have lost over decades of use. The 1966 issue was produced during a time when the United States Mint was responding to major coin shortages and collector demand, making this coin a fascinating historical artifact, as well as a collectible item. The 1966 Lincoln Memorial cent belongs to the Lincoln cent series that began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln, and by 1966, the Lincoln Memorial design had already become familiar to millions of Americans. Every day countless examples passed through stores, banks, restaurants, schools, and homes across the nation, yet only a portion survived in pristine uncirculated condition, making higher-grade examples more desirable to collectors today. The coin was struck primarily from a bronze composition containing copper, with smaller amounts of zinc and tin, giving it the classic reddish appearance that many collectors admire. One interesting aspect of the 1966 cent is that no mint marks were used on regular United States coins during this period, because government officials wanted to discourage hoarding and speculative activity connected to coin shortages. Therefore, a 1966 Lincoln Memorial cent normally displays no mint mark beneath the date. This characteristic often surprises new collectors who may expect to find a letter indicating a mint location. Despite the lack of mint marks, millions of these coins were produced and distributed throughout the country, making them common in lower grades, but more difficult to locate with strong original surfaces and minimal contact marks. When discussing value, the condition of the coin becomes the most important factor. A circulated 1966 Lincoln Memorial cent is usually worth only a small premium above face value, while an uncirculated example may command a higher price, depending on its grade, color designation, and overall eye appeal. Collectors frequently classify copper coins as brown, or red, with fully red coins generally bringing the strongest prices because they retain much of their original mint appearance. Examples that have avoided discoloration, spotting, and environmental damage are especially sought after within the collecting community. Paragraph 5. Professional grading services evaluate factors such as quality, surface preservation, luster, and visual appeal, assigning numerical grades on a scale that ranges from lower circulated levels up to mint state grades. Highly preserved coins receiving grades in the upper mint state range can be worth significantly more than average examples, because the population of top-quality coins becomes much smaller as grades increase. Tiny differences in preservation can lead to large differences in market value, which is why experienced collectors often examine coins carefully under magnification before making purchasing decisions. The reverse design featuring the Lincoln Memorial is notable because careful observers can see a tiny representation of Abraham Lincoln seated within the memorial structure, an impressive artistic achievement. Considering the small size of the coin, this reverse was designed by Frank Gasparo and remained in use for decades, becoming one of the most familiar images in American numismatics. The design symbolizes national unity, historical remembrance, and respect for one of the most influential leaders in United States history. Collectors searching for a 1966 uncirculated cent often focus on original mint rolls, bank-wrapped rolls, estate collections, and certified examples held in protective holders. Authentication and grading can provide confidence regarding the condition and quality of a coin, especially when significant premiums are involved. Many buyers prefer certified pieces because independent experts have already evaluated the coin, reducing uncertainty and helping establish market value in a competitive collecting environment. Current market values can vary considerably depending on grade, demand, and market conditions. A typical uncirculated 1966 Lincoln Memorial cent may sell for a modest amount, while exceptional red examples with very high mint state grades can sell for much more at auction. Collectors should remember that coin prices fluctuate over time based on collector interest, population reports, and overall economic conditions. Therefore, consulting recent auction records and professional price guides is often helpful when estimating value. The history surrounding the coin adds another layer of interest. The mid-1960s represented a challenging period for American coinage, as rising demand and public concern about coin availability created unusual circumstances within the monetary system. The United States worked to increase production and reduce collecting speculation, making coins from this era historically significant reminders of those efforts. The 1966 cent, therefore, reflects both everyday commerce and broader economic developments occurring across the country. For long-term preservation, collectors generally store uncirculated cents in archival quality holders, albums, or certified slabs, while avoiding excessive humidity, temperature changes, and direct handling. Fingerprints can damage copper surfaces and reduce collector appeal over time. Careful storage practices help maintain original color and luster, protecting both the aesthetic qualities and potential value of the coin. Many experienced numismatists recommend handling valuable coins only by the edges whenever possible. The popularity of Lincoln cents remains strong because they are accessible, educational, and historically important. Beginners can learn grading terminology, minting history, and collecting strategies. Through this series, while advanced collectors pursue rare varieties, high-grade examples, and complete date sets, the 1966 issue occupies an interesting position because it is common enough to be obtainable yet challenging enough in superb condition to create excitement among serious collectors searching for the finest known specimens. In conclusion, the 1966 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition represents a classic piece of American numismatic heritage, combining historical significance, artistic design, collector interest, and potential value. While ordinary examples remain affordable, exceptional specimens with strong red color, brilliant luster, and high mint state grades can attract substantial attention from collectors around the world. Whether acquired as part of a Lincoln cent collection, an investment in numismatic history, or simply an appreciation of American coinage, this small bronze cent continues to hold a respected place. Hobby and serves as a lasting tribute to Abraham Lincoln and the enduring legacy of the United States of America. Next coin. The 1981 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin from the United States of America, and many collectors search through old coin jars hoping to find an example in beautiful uncirculated condition, because this coin represents the final years before major composition changes, and it remains one of the most collected American coins in the world, with millions of people recognizing the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, and understanding its history can help collectors determine whether a coin is common, scarce, or potentially valuable. The 1981 cent without a mint mark was produced in Philadelphia, and the absence of a mint mark is completely normal for that facility during this period, which means collectors should not assume that every coin without a mint mark is rare, because rarity depends on mintage, survival condition, demand, and special characteristics such as striking errors, unusual surfaces, exceptional preservation, and professional certification. When examining an uncirculated example, collectors look for original mint luster, strong detail, clean surfaces, and minimal contact marks, because every small mark can affect the final grade, and a higher grade often means a significantly higher market value, especially when the coin enters the upper mint state levels that are difficult to achieve due to handling during production, transportation, and storage. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln, the most important president in American history, and his portrait has appeared on the cent since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history, and collectors appreciate how the design connects generations of Americans through everyday commerce and national heritage. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial design created a distinctive appearance that remained familiar for decades, and many collectors enjoy studying the architectural details visible on well-preserved examples, because sharper details often indicate a stronger strike and better overall quality, which can increase collector interest and market demand. A normal uncirculated 1981 Philadelphia cent is generally not considered a major rarity because large numbers were produced, but finding one with outstanding eye appeal, brilliant original color, and very few imperfections becomes increasingly difficult as grading standards rise, and this is where significant value differences can emerge between coins that appear similar at first glance. Professional grading services evaluate coins using standardized scales, and collectors frequently submit exceptional examples in hopes of receiving premium grades, because a difference of even one grading point can influence desirability and selling prices, especially among advanced collectors competing for top registry quality coins. Error coins create another area of interest, because double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and other unusual production mistakes can attract strong collector demand. And while most 1981 cents are ordinary examples, a genuine documented error may be worth considerably more than a standard coin of the same date and mint. Market value changes over time according to collector demand, auction activity, economic conditions, and the availability of high-grade specimens. Therefore, anyone seeking an accurate valuation should compare recent sales, examine the exact condition of the coin, and consider professional authentication. If the coin appears exceptionally well preserved or unusual, the 1981 Lincoln Memorial cent without a mint mark remains an affordable and historically interesting collectible that introduces many people to coin collecting. And although most examples are worth only modest amounts, the search for superior grades, beautiful original surfaces, and rare mint errors continues to inspire collectors across the United States, around the world, as they build collections, study history, and preserve small pieces of the American past. Next coin. 1986 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin without a mint mark from the United States of America, and this small copper-plated zinc coin may look ordinary at first glance, but it has become a favorite among collectors who enjoy searching pocket change coin rolls and old collections for hidden treasures. The absence of a mint mark tells us that the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint and millions upon millions were struck during that year, making it a common date in circulated condition. However, when a collector discovers an example in uncirculated condition, with strong luster, clean surfaces, sharp details, and excellent eye appeal, the coin becomes much more interesting because quality always matters in the coin market and collectors often pay premiums for pieces that survive decades without entering circulation. The design features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, a design that was familiar to generations of Americans before reverse changed in later years. The portrait of Lincoln has appeared on the cent since 1909 and remains one of the most recognized coin designs in the world. When examining a 1986 example, collectors look carefully at Lincoln's hair, cheek, jawline, and coat details, while on the reverse they inspect the memorial columns, lettering, and overall strike quality, because stronger strikes are generally more desirable and can command greater interest among advanced collectors who seek the finest known examples. The composition of the 1986 cent is important because by that time the United States cent was primarily made from zinc, with a thin copper coating rather than the bronze composition used for many earlier cents. This transition occurred because of rising metal costs, and it changed the characteristics of the coin. Collectors often check for plating, bubbles, spots, discoloration, scratches, fingerprints, and environmental damage, because these factors can significantly affect value. A coin that remains bright, original, and free from distracting marks is much more desirable than one that has suffered from storage problems, handling, or exposure to moisture over many years. When discussing value, it is essential to understand grading because grade is often the single most important factor affecting price. A circulated 1986 Philadelphia cent without a mint mark is generally worth only face value or a small premium, while a sharply preserved uncirculated coin may be worth more depending on quality. Examples graded around mint state 60 to mint state 63 are common and often inexpensive, but coins reaching higher grades such as mint state 65, mint state 66, and beyond become increasingly difficult to locate because every tiny mark, nick, or imperfection can reduce the final grade and therefore reduce collector demand and market value. Many people search through bank rolls hoping to discover a rare variety error, exceptionally preserved specimen among ordinary cents, and while the standard 1986 no mint mark cent is not considered rare, collectors still enjoy the challenge because population numbers decline dramatically at the highest certified grades. A coin may have survived untouched in a mint set collection coin album or original storage container for decades, and when such a piece is submitted to a professional grading service, it can receive a grade that places it among the better preserved survivors known to the hobby, creating greater interest among registry set competitors and advanced specialists. Errors and varieties can dramatically change value. Although major errors for this date are not commonly encountered, collectors still inspect coins for off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, clipped planchets, and other unusual minting characteristics, because a genuine mint error can transform an otherwise common cent into a collectible item worth substantially more than face value. Authentication, important because many forms of damage can resemble mint errors to inexperienced observers, and careful examination under magnification is usually necessary before conclusions are reached regarding rarity or potential market value. The market value of an uncirculated 1986 Lincoln Memorial cent without a mint mark can vary depending on grade, certification, eye appeal, and current collector demand. Lower uncirculated grades may sell for only a small amount, while premium gem examples can bring noticeably higher prices, and the finest certified pieces may achieve much stronger results in specialized auctions because collectors compete for top registry positions. However, prices change over time and actual value depends on what buyers are willing to pay at a specific moment. Making recent sales records one of the best indicators of current market conditions. Storage plays a major role in preserving value because copper-plated cents are susceptible to spotting, discoloration, and surface deterioration. Collectors often use coin holders, archival flips, albums, or certified slabs to protect their coins from environmental harm. Touching a coin with bare fingers can leave oils that eventually affect appearance. Therefore, experienced collectors handle coins carefully by the edges and avoid unnecessary cleaning, since cleaning almost always reduces numismatic value and can leave permanent evidence visible to grading experts and knowledgeable buyers. One reason the Lincoln cent series remains popular is its accessibility. Almost anyone can participate, whether searching pocket change, examining inherited collections, or building a complete date and mint set. The 1986 no mint mark cent serves as an excellent example of how even a common coin can become interesting when viewed through the lens of history, production, quality, preservation, and collector demand. Each coin represents a small piece of American commerce and culture, having traveled through the economy or remained preserved as a miniature historical artifact from the mid-1980s. As we conclude this detailed look at the 1986 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent, Without a mint mark, remember that most examples are common, but condition is everything. A heavily worn coin is usually worth face value, while a brilliant uncirculated specimen with strong luster, minimal marks, and an attractive appearance may command a premium, especially when certified at a high grade. Collectors should study grading standards, compare auction results, learn about varieties, and protect their coins properly, because knowledge is one of the most valuable tools in numismatics, and even a humble 1-cent coin can inspire years of collecting research, enjoyment, and appreciation for the history of the United States of America and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the Lincoln Memorial Cent series that continues to fascinate collectors around the world today and for generations to come. Thanks for watching.